Welcome to the George FTTV YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss how our AFL fantasy team went for round 3 and our trades. So should be good. We scored 2025, so I'm happy with that. Round rank of 821, which is good. Overall rank is 1826, which I'm happy with. At this point, you just want a competitive team. I know last year my team was not competitive and my season was done in round 1. But this year, I think we hit enough picks, and this year, the value strategy, it always works. Like, it's a proven strategy, but yeah, chasing value, it's the right strategy, obviously. But if you miss the value picks, as in they're not good picks, then you're in all sorts of trouble. Unfortunately, like a Sheasel, Young's worked out now with this score in him. I'll see how he goes long term, but like a Crouch and a Steele, Nick Martin, been huge for us. So if you hit the right ones, it's fantastic. And our biggest problems are Bont and Dacos, who are, you would say, coming into the year, 2 of the top 3, if not top 5 players in the league. So we'll see how we go going forward. But happy with that rank, and hopefully we can keep moving up. But we need to trade smart because there's no room for error in this game, which we made this week. So got rid of Sexton for Tom Powell. He went up 59k, so I think he was, I mean, the must-have, can't really say must-have, but I think he is close to it with this role. There's not much in the forward line. He was cheap, high CBA role. I think it's over 90% again. He looks pretty good, so happy with that trade in. I think there's a world Sexton is still holdable and fieldable on your bench and makes more money. I guess the issue is they're playing Lukosius down back at the moment. Maybe that takes Kickens away from Sexton. And Lukosius might be a sneaky option because there was an article today about his 600k, an article about him staying down back. I think he's got 2 poor scores in his cycle, so not a high priority, but one we could look at out of the bye. Just depends if maybe how well Jed Walter and Casbolt play up there, but you can think that he could move at any point. So I'm not, yeah, it's a bit of a risky one. The other trade was Amon. I'm so happy I got out of this pick because he was such a hard watch. And yeah, they're just using Impey and Weddle too much back there. And it's hurting Sicily as well. Sicily's getting those like really good, strong intercept marks, but he's not getting a lot of the cheap ball he used to. So yeah, I stay out of those 2 picks for now. And we picked a winger for 550k. We do this every year and it flops, but at least he made a bit of money. And in hindsight, it just should have gone a rookie or something. But his first game, he scored 90, probably the best game of his career. Second game, he scored 90. The first quarter, they were just getting junk marks. It was a crap game style that they put to bed. So it's not surprising at all that or in the slightest, that he dropped to 60 on us this week. Should have been Bramble. Bramble's getting 5 kick-ins. Second time he's gotten 5 kick-ins. So I don't know. Should have thought that one through a little bit harder. And if you want to win a hat, you can't be making crap errors like this. But we'll hold him another week, and he could spit out a 90. Who knows? But the role is, wing, a little bit of defense too in the 4th quarter when Morrison came on, but didn't find much of the ball when he was in defense. So I don't know. See how we go. Hopefully it makes a bit more money. But yeah, defense, I mean, Dacos with Finn Mag, this could be quite brutal if it goes as it did last year. Finn Mag into the bye. I don't really have the trades at the moment to ditch him. I need to fix other stuff up. So we signed up for this. We didn't sign up to trade him in round 3. We signed up knowing this could happen, so we're going to stick to it. Does Finn come in? I'm not sure. Sheasel's been excellent. He was at VC, and Young bounced back, which was nice. I traded him in Supercoach because clangers were killing him, but that's alright. 100 average, so pretty good. Bont, pretty lucky, 103, but at the same time, kind of unlucky. He's playing with a sore ankle because bloody Took tackled him and caught the ankle, so he's not on the injury list. He's probably going to keep playing. He might have to play through it for a bit till it comes good, but this has been Bont. The reason why Bont's never reached the heights of last year is he's always had some sort of knock or niggle affect him. Not soft tissue or anything, but like he's had hip issues, shoulder knocks. So he's played through soreness a lot in his career, and unfortunately it's happened right when he's at peak price. So just keep backing him in. Sarong's been good. Steele's been brilliant. And this matchup here against Richmond, pretty poor midfield going off this year at Norwood Oval, lots of tackles. He's my captain this week. 96 from Matt Crouch. If he can do 105, I'll be happy. They've lowered Laird's CBAs. Vic Martin, I guess, had the Saints matchup, which is a bit of a blessing. And I think all the Essendon defenders, I think a lot of them went 90 plus, at least in Supercoach. So they all went pretty big, and none more so than Nick Martin. It sounds like, I read the supporters' comments, a lot of them want him to go back to a wing. In the media today about, Champion Data had him rated the 16th most influential person or 16th best player on the ground. The turnovers he makes are really bad, but I think they want to persist with him and maybe he can iron them out as time goes on. But he has a really good work rate, and he is the one that they give the ball to exit out of D50. So we'll hang on to him. I mean, obviously, you have no choice. Roberts, McKercher, Sanders. We're going to bench McKercher because he plays at that small Norwood Oval where there's not much room to chip mark. So might be a bit of a pod move, and we'll field Sharp instead. It could be a bad move. Who's Jai Clark play? Bulldogs. I don't really want Jai Clark on the field, to be honest, but I think we'll roll with Sharp over McKercher this week. We might cop it, but if we do, it is what it is. Gordon Grundy, excellent. Probably the optimal combo this week. And Gordon's been brilliant, and Grundy has the bye, so I think we have to do something about that. Heaney Powell, really good. Jordan, we'll give him this week against West Coast, and he's gone next week. I mean, Dempsey's been the best pick of the year by a mile. He was 3% owned in round one, a bit lucky. But yeah, 250k player, averaging 82, 102 today. So 102 score yesterday, just unbelievable. Takes marks on the wing and pushes up real high, so he gets up and down the ground well. High tog. Is it too late? I think he can get the 600. So now with this 100 in his system, so I don't think it is too late, but it is annoying that he's gone up 170k. So it's not the end of the world, but you'd want him in your team. Lazario, I think he's due for a good one. We'll see. Wilson disappointing. Harley Reid's unfieldable at the moment. We're carrying Mannett and Zach Reid, so we'll sort that out this week. Where is it? Round 4. Our trades this week. So we're going to grab Cherry for Grundy, or Sherry. The reason for this is Grundy has the bye next week, and Sherry plays at Norwood Oval, which is great, and he's a high tackler, so I think it'll be a good matchup for him, or good ground for him. And Grundy, he's not a top 2 ruck. He's got this bye coming up. So do you just ride the donut with the bye? I'm not sure about Conway, because I think Conway's going to be in and out the team, and I'm not sure I want to pay $340 for someone who's not going to be there every week. So I'm going to skip Conway and I'll just go to Cherry. And then our other trade is we're going to get rid of Sean Manor. We should probably get rid of Zach Reid, but Zach Reid will be back in 3 weeks. It's just whether he stays on the park or not. So he's definitely best 22. It's just health related. So we're going to back him in to come back. And that'll help us make upgrades like when we do next week, Massimo or Zach Williams out to a rookie and then Jordan up to Flanders. So I think we must have at least, by round 7. So we'll do that. And yeah, Manor out, dead rookie, sub risk. Not going to make much at the moment. A few injuries. And maybe he can consolidate a best 22 spot. Then we can look at him getting him back. But right now, just not making any money on the bench. And we're going to grab Gallagher. So I think, you got Harvey Thomas. Who have we got? How do you search by price? So with these guys, you got Burgess. I think Burgess is fine. Probably averages 55, I reckon. Fantasia's not going to average enough. Harvey Thomas dropped 2 scores below 35. First year player, really young. Could be an okay option. He's got the 100 in his system. 23 disposals in juniors is pretty good. So I think he's definitely an option. Neil's dropped. Warner's sub. There's not much. I think there's a foul. I think he'll keep playing with Lynch out, but he's not scoring much, so no rush to get him in. If he does have that spike game, we can look at him. But Gallagher is the one I like because problem is we need to field someone in this forward line. You got Heaney, you got Powell, you got Flanders. Darcy is 1 week away apparently, so I don't really want Luke Jackson right now. When he's cheaper with Darcy, we'll look at him then. There's no point grabbing him now. You needed to start him. So Gallagher's playing wing. He's had multiple 40 touch games in juniors apparently. He's got a good work rate. Did dine out on old West Coast, and I think he's got he's the one I feel more comfortable on the field with. I mean, I don't want to field Wilson. I don't really want to field Harley Reid, because these guys that are first years, they can burn out, whereas the guys that have had a second preseason are less likely to. So that's why I like Lazaro and Gallagher. Now, it's not quite optimal that we're fielding these guys at any point, but I feel like we have to field somebody, and I don't know who to pay up for. It's at the point where you're almost looking at like a Connor McDonald averaging 80. So like Zorko, injury prone. What's his name? Connor McKenna's back in 2 weeks, so do they keep him in that role? Flanders will definitely get... What's Jackson going at? Like 97 solo, it's just not worth it at the moment. Liam Baker's suspended, has the bye. Could be one, getting 20, 30, 40% CBAs. Like that's... I mean, that's what we're dealing with at the moment. Fisher's made 16k, so he won't score much on Norwood this week. So we're going to bench McKercher. This could backfire, no doubt, but can't win this game me being a sissy, so we'll do that. And that's how we'll line up. So fingers crossed, no Dacos tag in terms of captains. I think we'll just VC Gorn. Doesn't have the best record on Rob, but we don't really have a loop at the moment. And Sean Manor could be sub, so I don't really feel comfortable looping him. So VC Gorn, C Jack Steele. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.